Your top story tonight, the saga continues in the priest sex scandal. This time, more disturbing details were revealed, and not just with Father Luis Camacho, but with other members of the Neo-Catechumenal Way. It's the second letter Deacon Steve Martinez has written to Archbishop Anthony Apparon over Father Luis Camacho's sex scandal involving a 17-year-old female student. Deacon Steve reveals that, based on his understanding, Father Luis and the student engaged in oral sex. This is a grave abuse of trust and a tendency which a proper psychological examination may have disclosed, writes Deacon Steve. He points out the irony in Father Luis's case. He says Father Luis was a product of the teachings of the Neo-Catechumenal Way led by Father Edivaldo. Teachings, Deacon Steve says, should be investigated. For instance, he says on one occasion, Father Edivaldo warned young girls about boys, saying boys will treat girls like oranges, sucking the sweet juice from them, and when they are all dried up, the boys will spit them out. Other examples include public confessions in which seminarians would disclose personal struggles that include excessive masturbation. The most recent, says Deacon Steve, was during Mass at the Cathedral de Basilica, in which Father Luis's brother, Gabe Camacho, a seminarian at the Redemptoris Mater Seminary, told churchgoers, quote, "I don't know how many girls I've taken advantage of. I should maybe have 2 children, 3 children, not even with the same woman." Statements like these, warns Deacon Steve, must be investigated by a psychologist. In fact, Deacon Steve says such liberal teachings by Father Edivaldo could have contributed to Father Luis's lapse in judgment. Ironically, Father Edivaldo's demented view of male-female relationships turned out to be wholly accurate in the case of Father Luis, who was caught in the very act graphically described in Father Edivaldo's preaching, Deacon Steve writes, calling these seminarians sexual deviants who have cast a terrible shadow on the church and have caused many Catholics to lose faith in their leadership. Meanwhile, over at the cathedral, some of those Catholics held a silent protest today, questioning the leadership at the Archdiocese. Father Luis was arrested last week after he was caught with the minor inside of a car at a secluded beach in Agate. He was charged with custodial interference, but was booked and released.